Hi guys, it's a beautiful day in the forest here in Sweden, Stockholm area. We have some sunshine, we have some new snow, a few inches, maybe 5 inches of snow. So it's a really nice day to be in the forest. And today I'm here to debark trees for future fatwood production, because I want to have fatwood for posts for fencing, and also for sticks, for tinder, for starting the fires. So I'm doing this production, and we are in March, and I started this last year, March, and now I'm continuing, and every year I'll continue until I've gone all around this tree, or that the tree dies so that it will be ready. So let's have a closer look. So here you can see it was completely covered last year, and this one is maybe 4 inches, 10 centimeters. And I've been removing the bark up to around 6 feet, 5 to 6 feet, and I've been doing this on about 20-30 trees. And I've seen it's doing really well in quite a few of these. And last year I was using this axe to remove the bark, but I've come to see a machete is better. This is a machete from Fiskars, and it's more easier when you have a sharp object like this to remove all the fine barks. And the very important thing is to remove the inner bark. I believe maybe some places have not been covered well, and it could be because there's some inner bark there. And then the resin has really covered well, and I continue like the same size. Then down here I decided to remove more bark of this side because the resin was traveling this way. And in the end what I want to produce is this golden thing. So you can see this is a very old tree. You can see it has really been rotting. It's a home for insects. But here it's still fresh. I've been removing the bark to find it, and here is golden color. Very nice. So inside here we have that fatwood, and insects cannot attack it. It can last for very, very long time. So if I make post in this one, it can last for 100 years minimum. And then I'm finding trees like this one that is shorter than the rest, like the upper strata, because this one doesn't like to be in the shade, so it will die anyway. And most likely it has been growing slowly, and every year it has produced so it has produced a wood that is very hard and strong, because the pine, when it grows slowly, it becomes stronger. So I'm selecting these ones. I believe they will make very good posts or fire sticks from the fatwood. And last year I did this one like 7 feet, but I see here it's not producing well, and it could be that I have not been able to reach so well as well to remove the inner bark, or there's another reason, I don't know. But here it is really nice. So I'm continuing from 6 feet, and 6 feet will be the size that I continue, because up here I need a lot of more effort to reach and remove the bark. Another very nice one to produce fatwood is this tree that has a branch that has become a tree, or like a tree. And here I've also seen it fills very well this side, and I've done it on both sides here. So I believe this one will be very perfect, and this one is also a bit strong. And this tree, it looks like it has not produced as well here with raisin. So I will actually leave this tree to be firewood, and I will continue with other trees like this one. It has more production, it has filled this place better. Or if I would continue with this, I would remove a smaller area. And I've seen maybe 10% of the trees that I've done this doesn't look like it's producing as well. This one is producing well, but as well this one from 7 feet here, it doesn't look like it's doing as good as from here, which is just 6 feet. So 6 feet will be my size, and I'm doing it now in March because this is the time I have a chance to be in the forest. But when you ask those who make fatwood for production of timber, for like traditional houses, Swedish houses, they can use bigger trees to make fatwood for the foundation. Those things that those woods that are in the bottom of the house, then they prefer removing the bark in the end of May to beginning of June. But those guys, they do it on bigger trees, and they do it more, and they do it to a higher, up to even 8 meters or 10 meters. But in May, June, I don't have much time to be in the forest, because if I get some extra time, I do some small gardening instead. So I've been trying now in February, March, and it seems to still do well. Maybe the production of raisin is not as it's not equivalent to the same amount. But we're yet to know that. And it's an experience that I do. And so far, the results are good. And it will take some years. Maybe next year I'll start to cut them, a few of them down, and then I will see how well the fatwood is, how strong it is, and the natural ones that I've used so far, like this tree, they really have different quality. Some, they have so much fatwood that they sink in water. They are very, very dense. More resin than wood actually. And some are not like that. So the content of the resin, it differs. So we'll find with time. I hope you guys learn something from this. Be blessed. In Jesus' name.